Welcome everyone to a best of seven grand final of Masters of Socotra 2 between Vinchester and Mr. Yo. And this map is crazy, so we're just going to jump right into it. Mr. Yo bringing in his elephant here in the blue. Mr. Yo playing as the Italians. Now, I'm not sure what bonus Mr. Yo is taking advantage of besides maybe the faster age up times. Italians are normally a water sieve. Yeah, you see a lot of water on this map, but you can't access it. You also see these rocks that mean you can't access this water. This is not water that you can use. So Italian's normally a water sieve playing here on an all land map, but Vinchester, he's playing over here as the Inca's already moving forward to lane with this villager here, taking out the zebras of Mr. Yo. But Mr. Yo also moving forward to lane, getting Loom. He held off on that as Vinchester already has it. Now, both of these players have had dominant performances up to this point. But this best of seven will determine the winner of Masters of Socotra 2 here in the grand final. Vinchester moving forward to lane to try to find the zebra, and Vinchester already pushing the zebra in, but Vinchester, he's able to find some damage. Comes out, he's got the scout here to fight off the eagle, but Vinchester pulling two villagers to push the scout and villager away. Yo knows this. Yo is just being careful, trying to get out of here, trying to put damage on the scout, and that scout is getting pretty weak. However, yeah, Mr. Yo loses his scout. He's gonna lose a villager here as well. This is very good for Vinchester. What a great start for Vinchester. Whereas his villager over here just taking the food, distracted, left to do his own thing instead of potentially walling up these stones and golds. Maybe that's what Vinchester was intending. As oh wow, Mr. Yo almost takes out the scout of Vinchester, but Vinchester gets that scout away here in the purple. And is Vinchester is going to get away with this villager as well? Unbelievable that the Eco KD 0 to 0. Mr. Yo lost the scout though. That's a big deal. Let's see what Mr. Yo can see on this map. He can't see a whole lot, but he does know where Vinchester's town center is, and he does see this villager forward. Mr. Yo is going to push this villager away. Make sure that does not happen. And I apologize for any weirdness in the recording today. I'm really having issues with capture Age since I got my new setup. It's very laggy, so I don't have good control over the camera. Thought about uh, switching to casting with the game, but I thought, hey, Capture Age provides all these useful statistics and details, so I'll have to try to make it as smooth as possible with the lag and try to get you those details that you want to see. Mr. Yo putting down a house for some vision on the front of his base. He'll see as Vinchester is headed up to the next age before too long, but actually neither player super close to the next age. And now the villagers. Okay, so there's 13 seconds of idle time for Vinchester, 3 seconds for Yo. That's why there's a slight discrepancy in the villager numbers, occasionally 17 to 18, but just barely behind. No realistic difference there as the players are headed out here getting as much of this rotting zebra as possible so it doesn't go to waste. Whereas over here, Vinchester was. Whereas over here, Mr. Yo, he's just now headed out here, and there's not anything left on these. Now maybe he's been gathering them and just didn't want to put the mill. I think that may be the case. But just going ahead gathering these zebra up, making sure to get as much food off of those zebra before it rots away as he possibly can. Running low on sheep. Let's see Vinchester's food situation over here. He's got a lot more sheep left as the Incas. You start with an extra goat. I guess these are goats. I apologize. It's just natural to call everything sheep and deer and boar, even though you're dealing with elephants and zebra and goats here on Masters of Socotra on Socotra. Mr. Yo on the way up just a little faster with that cheaper uptime. However, that's only 5 seconds faster. Vinchester also on the way up. However, Vinchester, you can see he had to idle his town center for 30 seconds to get up at this time. So he's a little behind here. He's not quite at the same place. He's one villager behind, only 5 seconds later to cast Feudal Age, but 5 seconds behind. So that's not nothing. That's something that is gonna make an effect. That's not a game breaking difference at all. However, we have a difference of approach here as the barracks is down, the militia are on the way out already for Mr. Yo. Whereas Vinchester, he's going to be doing the same thing, but this is going to be a bit later. Probably will still be in time for the Feudal Age Man at Arms, which I'm assuming is what we're going to see, as otherwise you would have already seen a Drush headed in. Men at Arms towers, I wouldn't be surprised. However, neither player on stone right now. I don't believe, yeah, neither player's on stone. As you can see, the stones from both players just sitting there untouched, nobody gathering stone, and both players just getting up to the feudal age, getting men at arms out. This isn't good though. Okay, so no, I take it back. No men at arms for Vinchester as he's headed forward for to drop a tower. He thinks better of it, drops the archer range there at home to deal with these militia that are turning into men at arms. Uh, there's a hole there. This is so annoying. These hills are so difficult to wall. Vinchester pokes away at these militia with his villagers. He's gonna have to get out of here though. You don't want to hang out because these are about to be men at arms. No, Vinchester, this is not a good play. I don't foresee this as being a great play as the men at arms come in on these villagers. Vinchester forced to pull all the villagers to try to knock those men at arms away and does successfully. So I take it back. No, this is bad because Yo is going to get this tower up first and have the men at arms pressuring. And the Eagles, however, coming in for Vinchester, I didn't really think about that. Eagles, that has to be Vinchester's Eagles. The tower really struggling to get up. The Eco KD now 1-0 for Mr. Yo, who's gotten a villager kill. However, 1-0, that's not bad at all. Neither player's on stone. You see, the stone difference is because the Incas have a discount on their defensive buildings. So both players just kind of shooting at each other right here. The military 3-2 for Vinchester, as Vinchester's made some archers and an eagle to try to get in. So it's going to be archers versus eagles. Neither player has any upgrades whatsoever on their units, on their archers. Yeah, on their units at all. So both players just kind of doing their thing. Vinchester pulls the villagers to try to take out this tower, repairing this tower, takes out the archers with his tower. Well played by Vinchester there, with now the KD 5-2 in his favor. And if you've watched Socotra, these games are over quick. These are crazy, wild, nutty games. This is not your standard Age of Empires. So if you don't love this, all right, come back again. Try another game. This is not standard, but if you do love this, well, congratulations. Welcome. You are in for a treat as two titans on this map. And you said two titans. Well, where's Viper? Well, Mr. Yo knocked out Viper. Where's Jordan? Jordan was knocked out by Mr. Yo. Where's some of the other big names? Well, Vinchester had his own path of knocking out top players in the semifinals. Vinchester took out Sito. You're like, Sito? Yeah, Sito was up there crushing the opposition. So it's good to see a new face, relatively new. This isn't the first time Vinchester's been in a semifinal, by no means. However, or in a final. Apologies to Vinchester. Been in a final. Vinchester's made it to this point in a tournament before. However, this is not his standard placement in a tournament. He's an up and comer, I would say, somebody who's bursting onto the scene this year, 2022, as a really, really strong player. Closed out 2021 with some excellent results. I think this could be our new Hera, so to speak, although plays very differently than Hera. Yeah, just about as fast, incredibly quick player here in Vinchester. However, also with the strategic mind, unlike any other. Now, I say unlike any other, that doesn't mean better than everybody else. That means different. He sees the game a little differently, and he's able to apply a lot of pressure with just a few units, with micro like Leary and ideas that are out of the box, like you see from teams like Suomi, the Finnish players, or Tato and Doubt. Does it always work? No. But when it works, it's beautiful. And I love to see it work here. I would personally love to see Vinchester taking this crown from Mr. Yo on Masters of Socotra here. Now, you say you're biased. Yeah, I'm biased. I know I'm biased. The people who claim they're not biased, they probably are biased. I'm just going to get out in front of it and say, yeah, I have a favorite. I'm excited when Vinchester does well. I'm also excited when Yo does well. I'm just excited to see a great game. And that's good game. Vinchester crushing Mr. Yo with a 12-7 kill death ratio and an eco KD of 2-1. But